Let's get cracking. Now, we left off last time with the loss, followed by me spending an extra hour trying to build the army back up again and get us some boats. Yeah, Sander. No worries, brother. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. I think we should wait, do the tournament, and then do the hideout. And then, because we aren't at war at the moment, we don't actually have any targets. So, let's stop to the war, and we're not at war with anybody else. I think our best bet is probably to farm the pirate corsairs for a while. But let's do the tournament first, and then we'll go and get the hideout. Because any little bit of money is good for us at the minute. Yes, Sander, we'll probably do that a little bit later on. When we're a bit more cash flush. At the minute, I'm a bit too broke to indulge in the unkillableness. I still can't believe I've done like 4 series of this before I even realised that was a thing. Or rather, somebody told me it was a thing. Oh, that was pretty cool. Sorry, Graham. I need the wind, brother. It does become ridiculous. The Milk of the Poppy, by default, is on Popcorn Q. So I run actually move control. You can literally stay alive almost indefinitely as long as you don't run out, because there's no sort of diminishing return for using it. I suppose it's a bit like the dragons or the giants, though. It's in the game because it's part of the sort of fantasy aspect of the game, but you're not forced to participate if you don't want to. You don't want to make the game too broken. How many? There we go. One more, apparently. How many things is he sticking out of him before he dies? Out of the way. Thank you. Out there? Nope. Off slightly. Too high. Too low. Bullseye. Oh, hang on. I'm out to throw things. Uno momento, por favor. Mind your toes. Listen, man, Woody, I know I can't hold that sort of animosity towards them forever. You know, they did kill my wife, but then I did go and kill their entire bloodline, so yeah, evens. Okay, that frees up some of that frey armor to be sold. Head up and clear that hideout. To the boys. Take the lunatics. I am absolutely sweating profusely. The heat in the UK at the minute is terrible.
Follow me!
Oh, kicked us down. You alright, Mallory? How's it going? Let's protect the prisoners. Hopefully we'll track down some of these corsairs and farm them a little bit. Yes, mate. It was the last thing that we did on the last episode was get 3 boats. Because we lost our 2 big boats when we got captured last time. And it wasn't even a battle at sea that we lost. We were fleeing from Lys when we lost the siege. We were fleeing from Lys and then got caught while we were fleeing. But we currently have... Ooh, long weekend now. I am just enjoying a long weekend of my own. We have these 3. So we have the Iron Wasp, the Jin's Cavalcade, and Anchor of the Sunset. They all need upgrades, and can get upgrades, but we have no money to buy them. We only got 47k, which sounds like a lot, but with an army this size, it will deplete very quickly. Let's see if we can... We can actually have up to 180. We have to catch this guy. Why did we stop? That was weird. I'm not going to help. I'd rather fight my own group. I think I'm happy with that. You take them on the end. I'll go for the middle. Wind's in our favour, so drop sail. Try and get some shots off. Ooh. The swaying of the boats does make it really hard to aim though. Boys, apparently. Come around this side, please, buddy. We need your fire support. I'm out. War with the Reach would be great. We lost 2 youth and a Glademan. That's not too bad. Take our prisoners. Not too bad, not too bad. Our current split, 78 infantry, 40 archers. And they are just your normal standard archers, aren't they? Yep. Then we got a bunch of Martell guys that we're training up to be Gav. Captain. Commander. Captain. 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 We're missing a captain. Pixel, there he is. What have we actually got group-wise? The Vipers are our high-tier infantry. The Spearmasters turn into the Vipers. The Elite Spearmen turn into the Spearmasters. The Glademen turn into the Spearmen. That's fine. We've got recruits that are turning into archers. That's fine. That's it for the Martell. Okay, we could have actually done with buying some Martell troops then. For the Cav. They're the ones we want, the Water Guardians. So, let us... I don't know. We don't have any Mariner troops. We looked last time, so there's none in our troop tree. But let me check the Ironborns. Iron Islands. Yeah, it would appear that all of the Iron Islands troops are Mariners. The foot troops, at least. Obviously not the Cav. All the Greyjoys are Mariners. Greyjoy snipers. Those guys look tasty. Let's talk to... Oh, Manfrey. Oh. 25? That put us at 48 out of 76. We could do with another 25, actually. Yeah, so the snipers would be great. They would be great. I don't intend on doing a lot of Seaborn fighting, to be fair. But, I was thinking of doing a playthrough of being the Ironborn. I didn't really make anything there. Don't need to repair my ships. Yeah, I didn't really make anything fighting those corsairs. Oh, we've got war. With the Reach. Nice. That'll do us nicely. We're moving at 3, they're moving at 3. They're moving at 3.1, we can't catch them. What we can do is go down the coast, though. I'm going to take this, but I'm going to auto-resolve it. Because, 1, we'll lose less troops, probably. And 2, I kind of... Oh, we got a boat as well. Nice. And 2, I want to get down to... Oh, what was somebody else as well? Am I? What's the reach? Who the hell's the MI? Sounds less sauce-based. Sauce-based? Nope. I don't know who that's supposed to be. Storm's End. You alright, Jaffa Cake? Sorry, mate, I've just seen your message. I am glad you're enjoying the Britannian videos. It's a pleasure to play Britannian. A bit more of a challenge. Keeps me on my toes. Yoink. Wow, it's getting a lot of food. Yeah, give me all your stuff, bro. Get robbed, loser. Well, let's see what's in the garrison of sandstone. Okay, what are we looking like? 168, 176, right. Let us swap some stuff. I will take the Dornish. We've got the Martell guys, they're going to be trained up as cavalry, that's fine. The Dornish youth are going to be trained up as Blademen, yep. That's fine. So we've got 3 turns, so that's 13. So get rid of 13 of these guys. Place them with those guys. Let's just improve our archer line. These guys shouldn't have any cavalry, and they haven't. Got 1 Martell House Guard, which is above the tier limit for garrison, so we'll take that. We've got 25 mounted bowmen, but I'm not overly interested in taking those. I am interested in taking the Glavemen, though. Yeah, put that underneath our house sigil in Latin. Get robbed, losers. Do with more archers. You have to pull some of these back. Just 3, though. Alright, we're done with that. We need Starfall. Have I got enough influence to put an army together? I mean, maybe. Yo, Rasmus, how's it going, brother? I think we go...
Charge! Die, you bastard!
You alright, Turnbay? How do? Look at you all, you violent thugs. I love it. Oh, our only blade. That sucks, brother. Fingers crossed it's nothing too labour intensive. Wow, Mixo's on it. 5 kills on his own. first one down again. Why not? Why not? Martel levies get turned into these guys. Orange bow into those. That's that. The legendary battle axe. 80 cut damage. Better than what I've got. I can't use it anyway. Dang it. 17-hour shift to part of the plant isn't working like it's supposed to, so trying to get it back online fully. Ah, brother, I hate that. There's nothing worse than turning up to work with an unknown problem. $755. I'm not sure what the total sum of the troops we've got coming is. 76, that's 220, 300, 470, 500, 600. That'll be close. The pure numbers. Hey, dick on. Come here.
Now then.
I'm going to try, Davey. I'm going to try. The only thing that I'm worried about is obviously this war, has only just started. Which means there's a good chance we've still got very large armies knocking about. As in, like, there might just be a 2,000 strong army rock up when we're trying to do the siege. So we'll see how it pans out. I'm going to keep the cavalry out of this one. Only 2 shields. I don't think we have any mounted archers, if I'm honest. No, we don't.
Soldiers! Mounted archers! Forward! Soldiers! Move! And move now!
Do you know why my Realm of Thrones crashes when I play White Walkers? I have no idea, brother. Have you got the crash report? Normally it will tell you when the if you've got a mod called Better Exceptions, whenever it crashes it'll come up with a window that'll tell you exactly why it crashed. And then reading that will tell us which part of the mod or which place the conflict came from. And we can reverse engineer it from there, brother. Get it on. Buy the game up. You can put it on a game in progress. It doesn't have to be a fresh game or anything like that. Just get it, put it in your mod list, and when it fires up and throws the error message, you chuck it in the Discord, and we'll take a peek when we have a moment. Is it anything specific that you're doing when it crashes? Is it always a battle, or...? Yeah, we like a good mystery. And are you using the Bannerlord software extender, and which version of the game are you using? We'd also need a list of your mods if you can, brother. You boys on the hill, actually. I'm going to be honest, I don't think these boys are going to make it into combat. It's after a specific siege every time. Ooh, we got some spare troops. Ironically, there's only one of those we're actually interested in, which is this dude. Prisoners. We'll do a tier swap. Didn't need to do a tier swap, we have space for everybody. The Martell guys are these guys. Martell footmen turn into these guys. Don't want any of those. Dunzo. Hardhome. Mallory, is that one that you know's bugged?
Forgive me what may...
Oh.
I yield. You have...
We lost some archers, so we'll replace those. Trying to build the army up nice and slow. There's a Night King can only die after Hardhome. Checkbox in the settings at the bottom, maybe that. Ooh, I've never played the sort of story part of this game. I've always done sandbox, so... Totally, yeah. Yeah, Rebellious, when you've got time, mate, to do a bit of problem solving, if you pop into the Discord, we have people that are from the UK, US, and several other countries. So there's always somebody in there, and I'll be in there as well, obviously. And if we can help you, we will. Why am I carrying so much hardwood? Go away. You can go away as well. Oh, is that because we attacked that trading vessel? It is, isn't it? Yeah, of course it is. Dumbass. Alright. So float around here for a moment, wait for our reinforcements to come. Take out any lords that
It's been a...
float our way.
Bowman!
Everybody, this is called Better Exceptions. And basically what it does is instead of just getting the little box that says the application's encountered an error and needs to close, you actually get a full crash report, which will tell you which mod caused the crash, which files in that mod caused the crash, the mods that were involved in the crash. It gives you a lot of really detailed information. I mean, it doesn't always solve the problem. Sometimes the crash report just says it was the Realm of Thrones core module that caused the crash. Things I've had causing crashes before is horse armor, better equipped horse armor onto the dragon, so every time I went into battle it couldn't actually put the horse armor on the dragon, the texture, so it crashed the game. Duplicate items, so I had a sword, a unique sword, and somebody else had a unique sword, and it wouldn't allow two of them to exist in the game at the same time. That caused the crash as well. Aspects of the story or anything where the game has to force something to happen, that can cause a crash as well. Mods give us a great variety of content to play with, but also give us a great variety of headaches. This loadout that I've got right now, this actually crashes every time it loads up. So the first time I go and open Bannerlord Software Extender to play this part of the game, this campaign, sorry, it will always crash and say the application encountered an error and needs to close. I don't change anything. All I do is fire it back up again, and it works straight away. I don't know what causes that first exception. Somebody mentioned in the YouTube comments as well, and was absolutely correct. Better time, depending on your machine, better time can cause a crash as well. So better time forces the game to work at a speed it isn't designed to work at. So if you've got a very large battle, or a lot of complicated models moving at the same time, and then you hit better time like RTS, like I've got the RTS speed up on now, so it's moving at 3 times the speed that it should be moving. That can cause the game to crash. Too many bodies on the battlefield can cause it to crash as well. But to be fair to Tale Worlds, most of the crashes do sort of originate from the fact that we're forcing the game to do something that it shouldn't do, or isn't designed to do. This is gonna hurt. Uh-oh, Crypto went down. Davies went down. That's because I sent you guys to have a fist fight with the Rose Knights. And those boys are no joke. Flower Knights, sorry. Rising console player. Oh. What did we lose? An elite spearman. Look at you boys getting your kills in. Cavalry's growing. Yes, Jaffa Cakes, this is the Realm of Thrones overhaul mod. So the map is different. The units are different, the rulers are different. Pretty much none of the core troops from the main game actually exist in this mod. They've all been redone. So if we look, this is not Calradia. This is Westeros. And this is Essos. And we've got the Targaryens down here. What do you call them? Ooh, oh, the Unsullied are down here somewhere. I think Lane asked for. If I remember. Then you've got the, what do they call them? Gregor's people. Horse Archer boys over here. Well, I can just cover over it. It says actually. That's House Targaryen. That is for. That is. Ooh, Dothraki. That's what I was thinking of. Jesus, that word just would not go into my head. Then we've got Storm's End. With Stannis and Renly. obviously from. You've got High Garden and the Reach. You've got Dorne down at the bottom. You've got the Western Kingdoms. And then you've got the north, obviously Winterfell, Barrowton, the Dreadfort, under the control of the Boltons. You've got the Mormont Keep, Bear Island, I think that is, isn't it? Is that Bear Island? And then you've got the Dreadfort Hall, which is the... what do they call them? The little fairy people. And currently, the Night King only owns these two lands. So we're not overly worried about him yet. But we will have to deal with him in the near future. But now, they're going after Skyreach. There's a 1,000-strong army there and a 1,000-strong army there, so I'm not overly bothered about committing myself to that fight. What I am bothered about is committing myself to this one. So fingers crossed, whatever's attacking Skyreach is their large army, or at least one of their large armies, and we don't have to worry about it. We've still got 250 people to join us. We'll start the siege now, though. So it'll be even numbers by the time the siege starts. I'll leave the prisoners. I might... Oh, Jesus. We've all got some... Clan leader. Chance of recovery from death due to old age for every clan member. Nah, none of us are really going to get there. 5% recovery of each type of food in your inventory. We'll take that one. This one... 30% loot from defeated merchant convoy. Do you know what? With that, after that merchant ship that we attacked and seized, we made a fortune off of that. Plus 30%, and then if you get your roguery up as well, I can see an Ironborn pirate playthrough actually working. I'm actually quite excited to give that a go. Gonna absolutely pillage every trade vessel that comes through the sea. Captain mix or 10% of politics. Yeah, actually do that. That gives you a strong in-country line. You guys need your own armies, but I've just made so many mistakes in this playthrough that we haven't got the money to really fund them yet. We need a town. We need a couple of towns to give us the money to bankroll multiple armies. We're on Bannerlord difficulty, so you're going to spend more time with less than half your hit points than you are with full hit points. We take the chance of animals reproducing. It's only a 1% chance, but when it does happen, you do get a chance of getting a noble horse, which is spiffing. Thigan, I'm going to give you archery damage from horseback. Inventory. You got a point to spend. I started you guys far too high level, by the way, on this playthrough. I think I started you all at level 17. I think in future playthroughs, I'm going to tone that down. I started you all at level 1. And then obviously everybody kept dying. So I started you at level 17 this time round. And now it's just a bit silly. Everybody's practically invulnerable. And you've all spent all your focus points in your focused areas. So I think in the next one, we'll probably start everybody around level 8. Yeah, not a bad idea there. Gonna be. We do need a couple of towns. A couple of towns will give us the money that we need to field 2 more armies, and then we'll be able to field almost 500 to 600 people off the bat, and that number will grow with time. They don't have a lot of bowmen. Might turn into a brutal punch up in there. I think I'm going to pop the walls. Come on. Remaining lot. Fingers crossed we don't get interrupted. I didn't bother voting for those territories because, I'll be honest with you, in this particular mod, it is very rare they actually give you a territory. A town, at least. Oh, they're stacking. Oh, they're stacking. What's that? 81, 54, 59, so it's 200, 300. That's still a ways off. They could force us to take this fight on uneven terms, though. I think we go as soon as the defensive siege engines are down. Yeah, there's more coming. Yo, brother. Care to throw me a hand? No? Great. Nice one. We're down to 2. Come on. We're down to 1. I'm going to be honest with you, I think we go for it. That's 200, 300, 400. That's almost 500 plus the 700 they've already got. That'd be 1,100 versus us. Using weak focus points and America. Yeah. No worries, rebellious. Right, Espinosa. On my roguery character, I'm doing the engineering perk that fixes loot, so everything is at a minimum common, sells better than the cracked pile of slag. Ooh, I think I know what you're talking about. Is it the not stonecutters, not that one. Is it that one? Yeah, 30% chance to remove negative modifiers on looted items. So instead of getting the rusty, worn, used, or anything like that, it actually fixes it to just be common. That's clever. That's clever, Despinosa. And you get the +5 armor to all equipped armor pieces in your formation. That's good as well. When I did the infantry horde, I'll show you how broken it gets. 1, you're your own medic, because you want that. Minister of Health. So everybody basically gets an extra 25 hit points and climbing as soon as you get that perk, which gives you 25% more hit points than any other troop on the field. Then you take athletics and ignore pain. Then everybody gets +5 to all their equipped armor pieces and the foot troops in their formation. So for such as most units only have 20 armor on their hands and feet, so it gives you a 25% increase in armor to your base armor values. Then add on to that your metallurgy, which we were just talking about there. That gives you another +5 to all equipped armor pieces of troops in your formation. Then you get thick skin from polearm, which I believe is... No, sorry, hardy front line. It gives you +5 hit points to troops in your party. Then you take thick skin from two-handed, which gives you another +5 hit points to troops in your party. And basically, your infantry become almost unkillable. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And you can steamroll over everybody. Yeah, I forgot about that one, Despino. It's a good call out on that one. That is a good perk. I think a lot of people overlook engineering and tactics when actually there's some absolute crackers in there with abilities. Right, boys. This is where we take on an army of equivalent strength and size. They have 1 catapult, we have 4 trebuchets. We have a battering ram. As long as their catapult doesn't take down the battering ram, we stand a chance. Just put it in general, Rebellious. We'll take a look after this mess. Oh! That's okay. They're down to a ballista. Even better. Alright. Play this right. We've got ourselves a town. If we mess it up, we're about to lose our army again. Let's take it slow. What I would say is if the gate goes, we push the gate. So if the gate falls, I'll split into 3 units to cover the ladders. But if the gate falls, we push the gate. And just forget the ladders. Because the ladders are a death trap, like feeding ourselves bit by bit into this map. But it looks like there's not really anywhere for them to set up archers over the gatehouse either, apart from a little bit on that hill there. Probably a little bit on that shelf there. That's a death trap, by the way. If you bust that down, there's a hole in the wall. They set their archers up across this back wall here. And basically, while you're trying to push through their infantry, you get shot to pieces by whoever's on this back panel here. It is not pleasant at all. So I'd rather not do that. Put all these guys in the infantry. We have got 300 archers and only 100 infantry. I think we just go battering ram. Yeah. And then I'll set the archers up. I think we need 4. We'll take 3. I'll just put the archers in like a big U shape. I could do it. Who we got leading them? Infantry, Crypto, and Vespillo. Yeah, that works for me. There is a ballista somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's there, look. Well, most likely scenario is the trebuchets will target that. You guys go there. You guys cover that bit there. Pretty sure I told it to only use 3 archer units, and we seem to have 4. That's interesting. Double this one up. I might get one of the trebuchets actually and see if I can't take down this ballista. And then once the gate's down, I'll charge in and... Well, to be honest with you, I won't charge in. I'll probably take over somebody... It's gonna be better. Yeah, give me this. Oh, no, I don't want that bit. I want this bit. How do I... I don't... Oh, I am using it. Okay. Oh, that was not a bad guess. Oh, just a little bit. I didn't see where that went. Oh, over. Alright. That hit just the wrong place. Oh, Sam's gone down. That was a direct hit. Oh, hang on. Where are they getting? Whoa. Oh, is it just the rocks being thrown down? Idiots. They were all throwing their javelins instead of fighting. right in the back. 3 right in the back. 4 right in the back. And then we need to find ourselves somebody that's still alive. Mixer, are you still alive? He is. I don't understand why we've not got more of a surge of infantry moving forward and why everyone is standing back. Sorry, I pinned into the corner here, brother. Why is there just no urgency in these guys whatsoever?
Line formation! Attack!
Down. Oh, this is only Blade. Ah. We literally have tier 6 infantry in our army. We shouldn't be losing this fight in the gateway. Shield overlap going on as well. Zero progress. Now I've left, the guys are getting shot to pieces. This is... There's space to move in. Why are they not moving in? Move back a bit. Now I'm running into the guys defending the other wall. Lovely archers. Yeah, they've dealt with all the infantry. This game repeatedly disappoints me in ways that are unfathomable. We are now going to get bum rushed by that lot over there. The only thing we can do is a cheeky little... As we're leaving, we're going to disband the army. And it'll force those... Oh no, I'm going to get absolutely reamed here because I've got the most wounded. I can't emphasize this enough. Sieges, since the DLC's been dropped, since we've hit 1.4, sieges have probably been the worst that they have ever been. The pathfinding is just non-existent. We had tier 6 infantry going into that fight, and they were just getting absolutely mogged by just militia. Absolutely. Right, hang on. Let's just... We are where we are. I just want to try something. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Legitimately, it makes it not fun to play the game. I would be better off auto-resolving most battles and the sieges because the AI is so brokenly bad right now. You had over 200 archers stood in that courtyard in front of the gates, getting plinked at from the windows, and only a few of them were firing back. How does that make sense? There's 200 archers and some guys firing out the window, and there's only a couple of guys firing back at him. Like, what? You've got infantry that aren't actually pushing to get into an area. They're just gradually drip feeding in a front line to get absolutely massacred. And then we're lucky they didn't have archers, because the archers would have shredded the guys in the hallway faster than the infantry did. Absolutely redonkulous. I think it's this one. Is it this one? It might be this one. We'll have a look at the RTS settings in a minute and see if there's anything in there that will cause problems. But either the RTS mod, either one of the mods is affecting troop behavior to the point where the game is just ridiculously boring to play now. Because the only way you win anything is by severely outnumbering your opponent. And that's pretty much how you play the game now. It just turns it into an RTS game. Build a big fat stack of... Right. First thing I want to do. No, it's in gameplay. We're in gameplay, okay. Not that one. Not that one. Why does the player receive damage on minus 50% when we're on Bannerlord? I'm not going to mess with it. Unit spawn prioritization is high level, so it should always send the highest level troops out first. So let's change this to homogeneous. Homogeneous means it will try and fill as many roles as it can. So instead of giving us 300 archers, it should try and give us a balance of archers and infantry. Not that I think that's going to make an ounce of difference, but, you know, we'll give it a go. We'll lead the assault. We can't change anything to do with RTS until we're in the actual game, because the menu for RTS is in the game. So what have we got now? The same. So it hasn't impacted the deployment numbers at all. So changing it from... Get rid of that. Changing it from high level to homogeneous hasn't changed the unit spawn prioritization at all. Okay? So we don't have enough bodies to assault the gate and the ladders at the same time. So how about we just forget the gate then? Why not? Let's scrap the gate completely. And just go for the ladders. And then we can have 2 archer units. Backing up the guys on the ladders. That's fine. Crypto can run one, Vespillo can run the other, Mixor can run that one, and then we'll take... Probably only Blade can run the other one. Because he's got decent melee skills. The gate shouldn't be a death trap, Despinosa, that's the problem. The gate shouldn't be a death trap at all. We should have been able to push through. And make an absolute mess in that courtyard. Instead, our infantry was drip fed into a meat blender. Apologies if I'm coming across like I'm pissed off. I am. Very difficult to enjoy a game that seems to be trying to screw you over at every turn. Right. So this is the RTS camera. The command system I don't actually use. So what do we got? Switch to free camera, default free camera, camera raised high, camera distance. That's all camera. Control. When to control ally after death? Always. That just means I take over the next companion in the list after I go down. Player controlled in free camera, AI recommended. That's fine. Player formation is 1 infantry. Player formation assignment, always default formation. Watch another hero, that's just how we switch between characters. What's this do? Prefer to control unit in the same formation as the player, that's fine. Control troops in player party only. Yeah, that's fine. That just means when I take over somebody after I die, I can only take over people in my own party. Control hero only is just ignore retreating troops, that's fine. Toggle pause, that's just the speed up that we use, so +3 on the slow motion. There's nothing in there. What's this command system? After enemy formation, so in RTS you've got 2 commands. If you just left click, you just tell it to normally attack the enemy and they'll attack the enemy and then move on. If you middle mouse click, then they attack that specific unit. Change that to charge. Movement target style. Oh, that's in character mode. This is just settings around. Basically, it makes all your archers fire at the same time. What is this? The minimum ratio of troops ready to fire before firing in auto volley mode. That would mean everybody needs to be ready to fire. That would mean just fire. Disable both of those. Last left middle. Faction speed sync mode. Mode to sync formation speed when moving multiple formations disabled. Do not sync formation speed. Linear sync formation speed, linearly catch up sync formation speed to make the slowest formation catch up with the others. Wait for the last. This is supposed to be basically your archers, because they weigh less, they can move faster than your infantry. So if you move both formations at the same time, they should move together. We can just disable that. Whatever. Alright. Let's see if we fare any better with this. Where are you boys going? Where are you boys going? Back over here. You want to get the ladder? Good boy. You want to get that ladder? You want to charge? Good boys. Apparently these boys prefer to be on that side. Alright. 88 infantry left. 75 infantry left. 69 infantry left. General charge command. Now we got archers going up to fight in close combat because we just got so many of them. We just got a reinforcement wave with 129 dudes. This is what's left of our infantry. There's 32 of them. 32 of our infantry left that came up the wall. Whoa, shoot. Nope. There's 30 of our infantry left that came over the wall. So these guys need to come down here. I'm going to back off the infantry for a second. These guys are not taking this side of the wall. They'll just keep the enemy busy for a bit. We'll try and get as many of our guys into this particular position as we can. Let the archers feed in. We want as many as we can. Who's got 82 men, which means there's a whole bunch of them coming. Two, we're actually going to now merge into one. Because for some reason, Group 2 got the reinforcement wave and Group 1 didn't. Group 3's got 121 dudes, but they're all stuck at the bottom of a ladder, so we'll just keep moving with that for now. If we can gradually move forward and take the gate, that would be an improvement. Some of the infantry are starting to actually file in now. We might actually be able to do it. Where have they gone? What the hell happened there? Open the door. up positions. Problem is their reinforcement wave is going to come in behind us. I don't think they've got a reinforcement wave. See what's happened here? What's happened here? This unit just decided it no longer wishes to participate in this war. Full story. Do you want to charge? Whole fire in charge. Where are you going? Where are you going? There was a ladder right there. You gone all the way down there for that ladder? Okay. No, morale isn't broke. That's not an RTS thing. That pathing is not an RTS thing. Wow. Wow. We take on 750 reach soldiers, and this is the loot. But we're in trouble anyway, because now we're massively outnumbered and there's demons at the gate. I didn't see Despinosa. Mr. Jaffa, we completely ignored the gate. We took the ladders. We sent both infantry and archers up the ladders, and then one of the ladders managed to overpower the defenders. So we went to that ladder specifically and set ourselves up on the inside of the wall and then pushed from there. And we were able to win. I need to test this, boys. I need to test if this is an RTS problem. Because if it is an RTS problem, it's quite simple. We'll just turn RTS off. RTS is not a core game mechanic, so turning it off shouldn't be a problem. I wonder if it's that RTS command part, because there's RTS camera and then there's RTS command. I'm wondering if the problems are coming from the command part. But I need to test this, because if this is not RTS and this is the core game, that's pathing is broken this bad, after this playthrough, we will be reverting back to 1.215, because I am not doing six weeks worth of streams playing castles like this. It's just not going to happen. It will be mind-numbingly boring. There's no opportunity for a tactical outplay. It is just common misery, basically. Right, let's lead the assault. So I'm going to play it the same way we did the first time, with the groups of archers backing up the infantry.
Soldiers, move! Warriors, move!
But this time,
Archers, lock arrows! Soldiers, archers, warriors, change!
there is no RTS camera. So we don't have the nice view that we normally have of the battlefield.
Soldiers, archers,
Group 2 there, Group 3 there, Group 4 there. So I'm going to manually have to position these guys. You guys want to push that battering ram, yeah? Nice one.
Omen! Archers! Move! Archers! Move! Arrows! Move!
You alright, Hex? How's it going? Bro, you seem to have a, an arrow in your neck. Cool. Brother is unfazed. Alright, we destroyed the protective canopy. Let's see if we can actually get the ballista. Yeah, ballista's gone. Room hole. Taking heads.
Soldiers!
Just gonna start playing arrows through windows where I think people might be. I can see a hand. Where are my arrows going? What the hell is this gate made out of? crap.
Troops! Charge! Soldiers! Kill them all!
Of course, the
Soldiers! Charge! Troops! Stay close!
I can't even take control of Only Blade to take the gate down. So this is a bug that exists in the main game, that when you get to the internal gate, your guys won't actually attack the internal gate. I don't know why, they just won't. Yeah, I'm getting...
Soldiers! Attack!
Yeah, they're just going to try and take ladders. This game is so broken. So this exists. This is a mechanic issue in the main game that they will not take down the internal gate, and I can't switch characters to take down the internal gate with an axe or somebody with more skill because RTS is off. I'm gonna die in a second. Oh. Yep, I'm down. Oh, now they go. Wait. That looked like they went for the gate then. Yeah, they've gone for the gate now. Now I'm down, they've gone for the gate. But to see how... I can't tell if that's better or worse, actually. Somebody made it into the gatehouse. So the answer is, it's the base game. So when I was watching the gate siege, it looked a little better. There wasn't as many people sort of standing back. Let's just put the camera back on. I shouldn't have clicked continue though. Under Captain orders with the battering ram. I can try it, Doughboy, but that's been a long-standing issue with the core game. The problem is when you put the reticle over the gate, the symbol does change to a cog being broken. But instead of just going forward and doing what they need to do, it tells them to attack the guys on the other side of the gate, which then the pathing tells them that they can't go straight on because there's a gate in the way. And instead of resolving the situation with the gate, the AI just automatically goes, well, I've obviously got to go up the ladders and come around the other side. It's as long as I've played Bannerlord, that has been a problem. the infantry assigned to the battering ram does not attack the internal gate. Never. If you allow whatever formation you've got when the game starts, if you leave it like that, it works. Don't overspiller, we're going to try that. We'll give it a go. But we've got the camera back on, the command system off. We're doing a bit of testing here, boys. We're doing a bit of testing. Right, so exact same situation, exact same siege. The only difference is we've now got RTS camera on. No command system. Which, to be fair, I don't even know what the command system does. It was just part of the mod when I downloaded it for the compatibility for 1.3. There you go. So the battering ram troops, sergeant is in command. I don't know why they'd spread out that far. Apparently I can't change it.
Move! You heard it. Now move! Arrows! Archers! You heard that! Change formation! Soldiers! Change formation! Warriors! Move! Move, warriors! Move!
Okay, I'm also going to assign the archers to the trebuchets and the hopes. It stops picking my elite troops to fire them. Right. Rock and roll, I suppose. The infantry is under captain's orders. See, I just put that on delegate command, and it has split the unit into 3 now to assault all 3 points. That's going to be a problem. Because that's not what I wanted to do. I've moved them all back. But as soon as I hit delegate command, they split up to attack the ladders as well. We don't have enough infantry to attack all 3 at the same time. But at least with the RTS camera, I've got the ability to take over a different person if I need to. What? A couple of guys are assaulting the inner gate. But now I can click on it from this side, look. And it should tell the infantry to attack it, which is what they're doing. And they're through. So we'll tell the infantry to push through, and let's see how they behave this time round. No, it's the pathing. They're wide open on this side, they're not coming to it. They're not pushing. What is this? Look, and as soon as there's a break and they could push through, they don't. Look at that big gap. Look at the space that people are just not moving into. Again, huge gap, huge gap. Crypto's stuck on that again. Eventually you'll do. Also, I put all the heroes in group 1. Why have I got Ventry out here in group 2? Can I get in, please? 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 Ventry's down. What have I got now? I think I've just got a generic archer. Yeah, I have. I think all the heroes are down. Whoop, that was probably a bad idea. I wasn't even doing damage to him then. Okay. Okay. Look. You alright, Mixo? Jaffa, we can't starve the enemy out, mate. We've already won this battle. We have already won this battle. What I'm doing is I'm testing the mechanics behind the siege. So the big problem that we've got, for those of you that have just joined or have not been watching closely, the problem that we've got is the AI for troop movement seems to be absolutely balked in 1.3. Like, absolutely terrible. The infantry is not pushing through. They're not trying to get to the enemy. They seem to be quite happy just to send wave after wave against wave after wave, and it doesn't make much sense. So what I'm trying to do is, we thought it might be an issue with the RTS camera. However, we turned off the RTS camera in its entirety and pretty much got similar results to what we already had. So then we tried turning off just the command part of the RTS camera. You're right, Grimalt. Don't worry, mate. This is just testing, mate. This doesn't count for anything.
Warriors! Warriors! Change formation! Soldiers! Warriors! Change formation! Warriors! Soldiers! Change formation!
Spillo, Crypto, and Venturi. Oh, Venturi was leading the third group of archers. That's why he was there. That's fine. So... put them on the battering ram. Put all these scrubs in there. I'm going to try putting the archers a bit further away to see if they can get shots from range, because they can't seem to get shots up close. Again, it's created a 5th archer unit that I never asked it to create. A group and archer unit in group 5 that I never asked it to create. That's weird. It's not the archers I'm interested in anyway. The archers are performing pretty much exactly how I expected the archers to perform. It's not... The archers are not the curious thing here. The curious thing is the infantry. So this is a lot of high-tier infantry. So we'll try what Zillion suggested of sending the guys in. And giving them a move command beyond the enemy and see if they just run around them, but I don't think they will. And Grimmalt's been knocked out. Wait, is that gate down? Yeah, the gate's down, but the infantry's just stood there doing nothing. Sweet! We're given the instruction to take down the internal gate. We're losing infantry, but that's fine, because they'll be getting rocks dropped on them from above. That's to be expected at this stage. Now, this is the interesting bit. We give them a charge command. Stuck in the hallway. They're pulling through. What is that? They're being blocked by the smallest of units. Now cast your minds back to when we were fighting in the Britannian campaign, and the enemy infantry pushed straight through my shield wall into the courtyard and massacred us. We can't push through that. That is ridiculous. Give them the move command. Oh, now they're pushing through. Now they're pushing through. Now they're pushing through. That's hilarious. Come on, boys, you need to be inside. Just walk in, please. Yeah, that's it. Oh no, boys, don't bother. Just walk through. Just walk through. Yeah, there you go. How ridiculous is that? Oh my god. So basically, shield walls, squares, circles are completely useless and don't actually do anything at all. If I can order my men just to walk through a shield wall, they will. That is absolutely ridiculous. And this is not, you can't blame this on the mod or blame this on RTS. RTS is not on. The command structure of RTS is not on. This is purely physical pathing and object clashes. So, understanding that, siege every castle with just infantry. Siege every town with just infantry. And just tell your infantry to go into the middle, and then once they're in the middle, tell them to fight. And that is basically how you win every single castle and town siege, if that is how that mechanic works. Telling me the charge command values clashing more than movement, but on move command it values changing position instead of clashing. Yes, Turnaby, you are absolutely correct. The difference is, a shield wall is supposed to be a method of you blocking the enemy from getting through. That's what a shield wall is. That's why we used them. That was the entire premises of a shield wall. So when you're in a shield wall, the enemy shouldn't just be able to weasel their way through your lines and get behind you. Which, in the Britannian campaign, we did have a situation where our shield wall on the gate just was not holding. And I think we might have an understanding of why. With this new information, that we actually don't have to bother with anything, really. We don't have to bother with any tactics, we don't have to bother with anything. We just push our infantry beyond the enemy and then take up a position on the inside. So we'll do that. I think that's what we'll do. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So, game plan is we're going to push the battering ram to the gates. We're going to put group 2 at the base of the ladders, shooting up. We're going to put group 3 just a little further back, offering actual fire support. We're going to ignore this side of the castle completely. Once the infantry's in, I'm going to command them to just move and set up a shield wall on the inside here while I set the archers up behind them. And I just want to see what happens. I just want to see if I can actually just push my infantry through their shield wall. Sure I can. But yeah, let's go for it.
You heard that? Change formation!
Well, at least this time it didn't create any mystery formations for me. The group 2 needs to be at the base of the ladder. Group 3 can be here, providing actual archer support. Group 1 is going to be pushing the battering ram. Well, so the system sent archers to push the battering ram despite the fact that I put the infantry in charge of the battering ram. That's pretty sweet. So we got a real Russian methodology going off on the left-hand side here of just overwhelming firepower, which seems to be servicing us well. Once the infantry are in, I will be commanding the archers to hold fire and just get up the ladders. Oh, we lost the horse archer. Was that there? No, ballista's still up. Oh, I think they've figured out that we're not coming for that other side of the wall. Get the ladders, boys. And that one. Get up that ladder. With the help of group 3, you should be fine. Alright, group 1 has successfully penetrated the outer gate. They're going for the inner gate now. Group 1 has taken the inner gate. We're not going to bother telling them to attack. We're just going to move them over here. Come on, boys, just push on through. Nice one. Oh, this is all falling apart. Where are the group 2 archers? Group 1's got 117 dudes in it, but I think they're all dead. No, no, they're not. We've got the infantry here. In a shield wall. But the archers. Across here. Could have ourselves a tidy little corner. But put the archers across there, why not? What a mess. Oh dear. I think a lot of some of our archers are now out of ammunition, unfortunately. What's left? We're outnumbered by 80 odd. Still waiting for the last few remnants just to come up the ladders. But if I'd have brought with me just infantry, literally just infantry, and just push through that gateway and then give them the charge command, we would have absolutely butchered them, and they wouldn't have been able to do anything about it. That's the bit that bothers me. Oh, that's me circling the bottom. Awesome. Right. We go in one big blob. Let's see if we can just overwhelm them. Nope. Looks like the might have turned the tide on us. Have we got any of our commanders still alive? Be a solid no. This is lost. I'm still alive. Are they actually coming for me? Because that'd be funny. Oh, they are. Hello, boys. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Bro got shot. I got singled out. I'm gonna have the infantry run up behind me in a sec. Oh, yep, there they are. Ta-da! Hmm. Hmm. Oh. Are we done pissing around with this now? Are we done pissing around with this now? I think we are. Was the command system caused a problem? No. Was RTS caused a problem? No. Have they fundamentally broken troop pathing in 1.3? Yes. They absolutely have. The fact that I can just order my men to walk through the middle of the enemy's lines during a castle siege is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, this particular army composition is balked anyway, because for some reason, all the armies that I summoned to me seem to be full of archers, and that's all they've got. We end up with 200 infantry, of which 100 and something of those are mine. Horse archers, 19. Ranged, 18. Most of these guys' armies died anyway. Quite surprised they're not counter-sieging. But it's the... I suppose it's the... Because now all I'm thinking is why do we even bother with archers? Yeah. Why even bother with archers? Why bother with it? When it comes to the castle sieges, if you're not fighting field battles, if you're just going to be doing castle sieges, then why would you bother taking any archers? Why would you not just rush the ladders or the holes in the wall? Why would you not rush the holes in the wall? There's no reason to take archers into a siege now. Counter shooting, sure, but counter shooting's only going to impact so much. I don't know. Yeah, as always, like, I don't know what it is about this mod, but when they go to give a property away, they always make sure they do it to such a point that I can't influence the decision there. I think even if I put 100 influence into that one, it wouldn't make a difference. Yeah, it wouldn't. This is why I don't bother voting on them. If I take something through diplomacy, I'll take it myself. But outside of that, I won't bother. No, I'm not bothered about that. Let the army heal up a little bit. My party looking like. Yes, yeah, so I took in over 100 infantry and we only had 200 infantry. So the majority of these parties that we're with have just got rutted effectively. Zillion, yes, if I was the king, I would get the option of just being able to veto whatever they did, but I'm not the king here. We are playing on behalf of Dorne. I want to disband that army. I can't believe how many archers we had. That was mad. Yeah, Tony, I could spend ages upping my relationships with all the friendly lords, but diplomacy makes it a bit quicker and easier. Right, I'm going to take all of the Dornish glavemen, and I'm going to take... No, that'll do. 118 of them. I'm starting to think we build our army around infantry and cavalry. That's what I'm thinking. Technically they are, but not against the shield wall. If I take an infantry line and just march them towards the archers in a shield wall formation and then smash the cavalry into the archers to begin with, to buy the infantry time to catch up, I'm pretty sure we will dominate any army on the field. Siege defense is different. Siege defense, potentially. But then again, if you can hold the enemy on the walls and kill enough of them on the walls, you don't need the archers either. There's an argument that garrisons need to have archers in them. But assault in a castle, a small contingent of archers, yeah, sure. But I am not seeing a reason to field a large volume of archers. I've by no means lost faith in archers, brother. You don't need to worry about that. I haven't lost faith in archers. The archers are great force multipliers. Where do we get those from? Oh, of course. Yes, Miss Billow. There's something I noticed earlier on as well, when we were fighting. I think infantry get quite a significant boost to their capabilities during sieges on the auto-resolve. We can check it on the next battle, but I'm pretty sure during a castle siege, if you hover your pointer over auto-resolve, it says that archers and horse archers are at a disadvantage and infantry are at an advantage. We don't want to stop there. Stop here. Town's probably going to get an alliance with Dragonstone. We all Stannis? Yeah, why not? Why not? I never liked Renly. I haven't, brother, no. I might want to go there and see if there's any decent infantry to be had. Let's start making our way down there now, actually. You got me freaking out now, brother. I'm like, oh my god, am I being fleeced? Yeah, kind of saw that coming. I just removed a chunk of its garrison, so... Oh yeah, look at that. That kind of tells you the composition of the army that we had. 121 archers have been donated to the garrison, and only 39 infantry, and 110 horse archers. And my garrison currently consists of 231 archers and 39 infantry. What kind of limit had been put on these parties if they just spam archers and horse archers and nothing else? It's madness. I mean, we kind of need to get rid of some of it, because we're going to have to leave some of it for now. When the war inevitably resolves with the, what's that cost? It's cost us a fortune. Ah, we gotta get rid of it. That's what, 100 to be left. Maybe Despinosa, because if they're up against, well, even the Reach field a lot of heavy cav, which will make short work of archers. So. Bin off the horse archers, because I have no interest in keeping those. Cobra cavalry, what are they? Oh, just cavalry, okay. Well, you can stay, whatever. That's fine. What we'll do is we'll dono some archers to the other groups. But yeah, that could absolutely explain why they have such a hard time early game. Well, he's already at 100. Okay. In which case, we just bin him off. Staying archers can go. I'll keep the pikemen and the men-at-arms. I'm interested in min-maxing infantry at the moment. Right, let's go see what's happening with our castle. Oh, we've gone over. Half an hour over. I got distracted by the nonsense, boys. 1,000 men. Hey. Hey. Our kingdom will receive 3,208 tribute for 100 days. To make peace with the Stormlands, our kingdom will receive 1,770. So we won both wars. Yeah, we killed more of theirs than they did of ours. We're responsible for a quarter of that, boys. It's not a defense because the AI's not going to get a chance to defend it. Right, we are in the positive, despite having 3 parties. We're still 3,400 a day up. That's the difference having one decent prosperity settlement does. Is we're now up, we're cash money up, despite having 3 full parties. What I might do is disband the army and just allow these two to run around and do their own thing just to get their levels up, and then when a war kicks off, we'll pull them back again. In the meantime, we'll recover our navy from down here somewhere, yeah. And we'll go and pick on the Corsairs for a little bit. Raise some money. We're still on 80k, but our money should start going up now that we're not bleeding it. For parties, we'll try and figure out what to put in the Starfall garrison. Infantry, for the most part. We need infantry in there. And then, the next time the Reach decides to have a pop at us, we're probably going to take Old Town. However, one thing I will say is playtesting this today. I'll have a think about it. I will have a think about it. But when it comes time to rotate out into the next campaigns, I am very much contemplating a return to 1.215. I do not like the pathing of 1.3. I think it's atrocious. I don't think I've made any secret of my thoughts on the matter. I don't know what they've done to make it so bad, but it's terrible. Sieges are incredibly unpleasant to play. More unpleasant than they've ever been. Yeah, I don't want to do sieges. That's how bad it's made. Sieges were my favorite thing. I used to run through the main part of the game just to get to do the sieges and the big battles when I'm massively outnumbered and fighting for every scrap. But the formations are broken. Shield walls don't hold. You can put a shield wall in a wall or in a gateway and it doesn't hold. You can put a shield wall on a field of battle and the cavalry will just absolutely smash through it, suffering minimal losses, which charging cavalry into a shield wall, you'd expect to get severe losses, especially when the shield wall's covered in spears. It doesn't make sense. Just the direction they've gone in doesn't make sense. It devalues infantry massively. Which is probably why the AI is picking archers over everything. But it is what it is. I'll have a think on it. But I think when we rotate out to the next season on Realm of Thrones, I think we will probably revert back to 1.215. We'll lose the naval warfare. We won't be able to do the war at sea. But we'll also lose all the bullshittery around the weird formation and siege mechanics. So I hope that's been fun, guys. Appreciate we've done a lot of playtesting. But I needed to figure it out. I needed to figure out if it was the mod or if it was the game. And it's the game. It's 1.3. 1.3 is just balked. So with that, we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you in the next one.